Hello, today we're going to do an mcreator tutorial. I'm just going to load up mcreator. Just going to wait for it to load. Okay, so you click the new workspace, the name, I'm going to name it more ores. Now, there's the different versions that you can do, and exit out. This you can create a new workspace. Now I'm just going to wait for this to load. Okay, so now that it's loaded, it looks pretty complicated, but it's quite easy. On the side, there's mod elements, resources, element tags, variables, and locationizing. There's these here that I don't really know what the bottom ones do, but this plus one, you just click on it and we have all the stuff you can make. So I'm gonna make an item. I'm gonna name it Galamite. And now there's all this stuff here, and we just click on item texture, create texture from scratch, and 16 by 16 is the normal. You can fill it with transparency, color, and template. We're just going to use transparency. The higher you make these two numbers, the more detail you can give your item. So I'm just going to create now. There's this generate from template button up here. Open that. You don't have to worry about these. You just click the three dots right here. There's all these items you can use. So I'm going to make my ore like a gem, and the first texture, so I'll just pick, so the first texture here, so layer 1, it always has to have a texture in it. So now I'm just gonna click this pencil button here. There's all the colors you can pick. I'm gonna pick like a dark purple. I think that's quite good. And now, you just gotta click this to make it look like that. This little tick here. And now, create. Now, layer 1 you can just delete. And now, we have the texture. So I'm just gonna do save as new texture. This here, make item. And then you name it without capital letters, only underscores for spaces. Galamite, there we go. And now you just close this. Item texture, choose the texture you made, select it. There we go. Now properties. There's all these. I'm gonna make it a uncommon. Yeah. Max stack size 64. If you're making like ender pearls or snowballs, you would put it at 16. Enchant ability, I'll put at 0 since it's an item. Item destroy speed, we have to put at 0 since it's an item. But if it's like an item you can use to like attack, you would choose the item destroy speed as whatever you want. Attack damage, I'm just gonna leave at 0. These four, I'm just gonna leave at 0. And yep, that's all the items that's all the properties I'm going to enable for this. Now you just click Save Mod Element, and now we have Galamite. Now I'm going to make a block for it, and when you're adding a different word inside the name, you can't use underscores, you have to use capital letters. Just like that. There we go. Now, bottom main, I'll make texture for it. Go to this. Make this like a gem, and this is a gem as well. So they're both going to be emerald block. Choose the same purple as that one. Yeah. Okay. Create. Get rid of layer 1. Now we have this. Save as new texture. There we go. And just keep this as block since it's a block texture. Now we just exit out of this. Click that twice. Select that. And now this says bottom main, which connects to all of these here. So now it's going to have the same texture as that. Now save mod. I forgot something. Also got to go into properties for block. Ground, metal, drop amount 1, custom drop, leave it empty for it to make it drop itself. Then name hardness I'll put to 3 because 3 is like all the iron block. So now like iron, and that's 3 hardness. Resistance 15. That. And all of these I'll leave the same. Like stack size 64, has gravity, so like sand and that. Immersive rendering, so glow off, is replaceable. I don't actually know what that means. I will be able to place another block inside. Yeah, no. Okay. Does block have an item form? Yes, it does. And now save mod element. Now we have these two right here. So now I'm going to show you how to make crafting recipes. So you just click recipe, that's right here, and then name it. So downright block recipe. Now you just go Galamite, 9 of these. And now that I've got the 9 here, you can like put it in all of these, but I'm just going to leave it in miscellaneous. Items that unlock this recipe, I'll make Galamite. And recipe group name, we don't really need that. And then all these is crafting shapeless. We don't really need to enable it or disable it because it's just filling up the whole thing. But is crafting shapeless, let's say you're making this, like you're turning a block back into the gems that were used to make it. You could like put it, if you put it like just, if you enable this, you can put it block anywhere and it'll give you the thing. So I'm just gonna disable that and give this the Galamite block, save mod element, and now I'm gonna make one that turns the Galamite block back into the 9 Galamite items. Galamite recipe. I accidentally made that an item. Galamite recipe, there we go. So now just place that in there. This 9. Select that and I'll leave that in miscellaneous. Items that will unlock this. Galamite block. And now, enable is crafting shapeless. So now I can put it anywhere here and it will work. Save mod element. And now, we're gonna test it out in game. So you just press this button right up here and you wait for it to load. So now, I'm going to make a test world. Okay, now just go wait for it to load. Okay, so now we can test out the mod we made. So, also I just realized that I forgot to give the block and item we made a inventory tab. I'll do that after I finish doing this. I think I need to do that right now because I can't find them. So to do that, just go, whoop, I'm going to open this and then properties, creative inventory tabs. I'll make ingredients and save mod element. Block. I'll go into properties and creative inventory tab. I'll make building block and yeah, that's good. Now save mod element. Now we load in. Okay, and we'll load back into the test world. Now let's see if we can find them. Okay, let's see. Ingredients at the bottom, we got galamite. And if I go into building blocks, scroll to the very bottom, galamite block. That's what they look like. It's getting some lag. Right. So now let's test the crafting recipes. So if I just put like a galamite block there, I get 9 galamite. Now 9 of these should make the block. So that's all for episode 1. Episode 2, I'll show you how to make tools and like your own like GUIs to make your own crafting tables and that. See ya next episode.